representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. Thursday night primetime is underway. Trey Tucker to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the first overall pick in the draft. Helped lead Indiana football's turnaround, Fernando Mendoza.
Like so many of the #1 picks before him, the arm, the accuracy, the processing, it was all there, checked every single box. Now he's got to just ramp it up to the speed of the NFL level.
And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Jeanty on second. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And it is first down Las Vegas. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Great Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
1 yard gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
Mendoza working. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Jeanty from the gun. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Mendoza, 3rd and short. They get to him, and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. And now a long 4th and 14 upcoming. Now, first time they've gotten to the rookie in this ball game, but it is a big loss as a result.
And what this rookie is going to learn, kind of like rookie running backs have to learn, you can't outrun many of the guys in this league. They are bigger and faster and stronger than what you faced in college, and mistakes like that lead to big losses.
They'll go. It's Mendoza. And this winds up all the way down into the red zone. They convert on 4th down. Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively.
Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Genty will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. And great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Third and goal now for Mendoza. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Naylor scoring on the 13th play of that drive. So a good, strong start. Don't know how long these guys are going to be out there in this preseason game before other guys get shuffled in, but hey, they'd be happy if every personnel combination executed like that one did.
You did feel the motivation there, though, because a lot of these guys, especially the young guys, they are auditioning for a job. And this first group out, well, they set the bar pretty darn high.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown, and the score will stay at 6-zip. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Getting the nod to lead the offense. 5th-year pro out of Iowa State. What a career he's putting together so far. It's Brock Purdy.
One of the things that I just love about Purdy's game is he always continues to learn, grow, and really refine it. He gets the most out of what he has year in and year out.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night primetime. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. McCaffrey running between the tackles. It's in. He's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain. And that is a San Francisco first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And a 49er first down.
They stick with McCaffrey. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
The tight end in motion now. Throw here, 3rd down. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And the rusher's going to win this rep. They get to it. Pretty pay. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Purdy throwing here on second. And he can't find the connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Purdy looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Third down, Brock. You knew that pressure was coming, and sure looked like he was lucky to even get a throw away on that play.
That rush was coming to flat out end that drive.
Yeah.
And it did.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
It's Mendoza. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now Mendoza. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Mendoza. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And it's going to be second down. Mendoza now. He gets this to Michael Mayer. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy in that first down at the 30. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. NC going for the line to gain. Able to gain about 1 on the play. And it is first down Las Vegas.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Mendoza. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Here's Mendoza. throw, caught at the 6. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
26 yards.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Tyreek Hill scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gay to add the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark, because this one is up and through.
The score, Raiders 13, 49ers nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Purdy throwing here. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Well, 2 quarters left, Brock, for starters and backups alike to get tuned up before week 1. The second half of our preseason finale is underway. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. 49ers to the line. First and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. He's keeping it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
It's a race down the right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Evans, the motion man here. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's McCaffrey again. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Penalty almost gave him a new set of downs, Brock. After the flag, all they need is a yard here on 3rd. McCaffrey. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running back sent in motion. Pretty gonna go on 4th. Looking for somewhere to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. Throwing from his own end zone. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets all down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give left side to Genty. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that sets up a Raiders 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here's Mendoza out of the play fake. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mendoza working. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Bernardo Green on the coverage.
Here's the snap to Mendoza. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunk of yards there. Give him about 17 of them.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. And off to Genty. And that that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back now, pressure coming. That's complete to Bowers outright. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up a first down for him.
4 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the
Giving this to Genty. Runs inside the 35. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, a 49-yard score.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Clint Kubiak making a call. 2-point try coming from his offense.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Raiders 21, 49ers nothing.
So we've hit the end of this 3rd quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Now we give to Black. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they'll pitch it out to him. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First down from the 42.
First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, run for Black. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Working on 2nd down. Jones. Waller with the catch. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Complete to number 83, Darren Waller. An 8-yard pickup. And
on the ground, this is Isaac Orindo. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. That finds Jacob Kelly. Touchdown, San Francisco!
Complete to Jacob Howing.
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after try is good by Pinheiro. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Raiders 21, 49ers 7.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
First down from the 42. Running left is Mixon. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air, Cousins. Short pass brought in. He's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cousins. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Second down, it's Cousins. Has his man. That's their rookie from Oregon. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Last completion got him 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Cousins is going to go on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jones. And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jones. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. The 30. The 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Cousins. Caught quickly on the slant. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Throwing on second, Cousins. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his second drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders up by 8. Clint Kubiak sending the call in. Yeah, he's going to go for it on 4th down. Now it's Cousins. He's got it to his running back. And that's a Raiders 1st down. More than that, Brock, it should seal away the win for them.
Gain of 6.
Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But, hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on 4th down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
Mixon will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
All right, we're getting a 2-point try here. Cousins getting the offense lined up.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, we're good.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Offense is set. 1st and 10. to throw. Here's Jones. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down now, it's Jones. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.